So I officially hate Amy and I'm kind of glad she's gone now. So here's the deal. We get Amy's point of view again and it's really short. It's a short diary entry and it's all about how she is not like other girls who do these things with their husbands. Okay, so basically this whole diary entry is about how she does not require of her husband to come at her beck and call and do girls' nights dinners with her when he doesn't want to. Instead, she is the cool wife, the great wife, the kind of wife every man wishes to have, the one that enjoys sex and a good bourbon. So, okay. She goes to a dinner and then drink situation with her friends, and they all have husbands. These are all married women who all stay at home and do not work, and she works, because she's so hardworking. And so she, she narrates the entire thing like it's the most boring thing she's ever been to. She's so not happy to be with her friends. And finally, when, the husbands join them for drinks later, she recalls how herself and Nick, Amy and Nick, have this constant thing about how they talk about their friends' husbands that are, they call it doing the dancing monkeys thing where they're just suited up monkeys at the beck and call of their wife, okay? And how they don't do the whole her nagging him about things that she asked him to do and him not doing, and him just pretending to be someone else for her and etc. Not much mention on her part though, except for the part that she's super cool and the best wife ever. So one husband arrives 20 minutes late, the other husband arrives 40 minutes late, and they're both both of the wives are a little miffed at their husbands, and they all make quips and whatever, and it's kind of uncomfortable and awkward. And then when they ask oh, Nick's definitely not coming then, she's yeah, I guess not. I guess I'll catch him at home. And she tries to be really chill about it. And one of the husbands kind of looks at her oh, I didn't know that was an option, to just not have to come to this thing across town that I didn't want to come to at the middle of at night when I have worked all day. And she's yeah, I just I'm so chill and cool and great, and I've never gotten mad at Nick for anything, and I'm just so awesome and chill and cool and great, and your favorite spouse. Your wish fulfillment spouse situation. She's not bothered at all that her husband isn't showing up to this thing with her friends. There is no way on this God's green earth that she is not a little bothered that she invited her husband to come have drinks with her and her friends when the other husbands showed up and he didn't. Even if she's the most understanding person on the planet, even if she knows that he's at work, there is no way she's not bothered. It doesn't matter how much she loves her husband. It doesn't matter how much she's understanding. You get a little bothered. That's normal. That's fine. It's how we react to it that matters. But ultimately, totally cool. Nothing's up. And then she goes home in the cab, and they happens to be that Nick is home at the same time in his cab, and he's baby, and holds his arms out at her, and she jumps in his arms, and they have sex, and they laugh, and she goes, yes, I'm totally fine. I'm totally happy. I'm this is not real. There is no way this person is real. And if she is, she's lying. She's lying to her diary. I've done it. You have maybe done it. Those times where you're I don't actually want the not greatness of this day recorded in all infamy in my diary for years to come. So I'm just gonna lie a little about what happened today. I'm not gonna be totally truthful to this thing. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just a thing that people with my kind of personality do or whatever. But I don't want sometimes to record exactly everything that went wrong in my day when there are minor inconveniences, when I know ultimately they don't matter. So, okay, there's one thing for that. And there's another thing to completely make up your entire evening's feelings, thoughts, and actions. Like, there's no way this is real. There's no way this girl is totally fine with being so chill and cool and great. This is a manic pixie dream girl. We all know them. They're fictional characters. And I think she's trying to come off as a manic pixie dream girl to whoever might happen to come across her diary. We all know that. We all know that feeling of like, what if someone reads this? What if someone comes across my diary? Like, how will I come across if someone reads my diary? And I think she is hyper aware of the fact that someone might read her diary. Like, she writes like that. She tells the point of view of her days like there's nothing more important than how you perceive her. And her life is perfect. It's like she's trying to stunt on Instagram, but in real life, really hard. So that's where we are. I don't like her. I'm so much better than other girls. Like, attitude. I don't like how she's pretending to be, and I hope that I don't ever meet anyone like her, and I'm glad that she's gone. And if Nick murdered her, I'm kind of starting to see why he did. Not that it's ever okay for you to do, like, not that domestic violence is ever okay, and not that murder is okay, and not that being, like, violent towards your spouse is ever okay. I'm not trying to insinuate that at all. But I'm glad that they are no longer together. Because I don't like either one of them, but especially Amy right now. Nothing gets under my skin quicker than that BS of, I'm not like other girls, which I don't know if you've been able to tell that from the one singular time I've mentioned that. So, yeah. Cool. I'm glad and almost excited to get back to Nick's point of view of, I definitely murdered my wife. Because that seems better right now than I'm the best girl that's ever existed and I'm awesome. Okay, bye.